Verb conjugation charts. How fun! Hi, Vicky Kelty here with another episode of the Language Learning Report Card podcast. No, verb conjugation charts are not fun, at least not for me. And that is why I gave today's homework assignment a D minus. It got a nice big 60%, which is passing, but not by very much. And the reason that it did, I don't want to say so bad, but the reason it got such a low score is because it takes a long time to handwrite your verb conjugations onto a chart. It requires a lot of patience, and it, for me, was quite boring. I just really didn't find anything interesting about it. But it is really important to do. That's the problem. It's not the most fun. It's not the most exciting piece of homework that I've given students in the past. And I do understand why students put this off and don't want to do it immediately or ever, because I also procrastinated on doing this piece of homework. And I know that it's really valuable. And when you do it as a review, maybe you're struggling to remember the past tense irregular verbs. Maybe you don't remember the participle conjugations for when you're using the present perfect. All of these can be a great reason to pull out a piece of paper and start making a conjugation verb chart. And I did it by hand. So I don't know if that took me longer or less time to do. I just prefer to do it by hand. You could definitely fill in a chart on a computer. You could look for flashcards. You could make your own flashcards. There are different ways you could do this instead of doing a written verb chart. I went with 5 verbs. I was practicing the present simple in French. I just wanted to review some conjugations that I felt stronger with and some that I felt were a bit weaker, and I wanted some more practice. And the reason that I did both is because I wanted to pat myself on the back for the ones that I could just speedily do. And so then when I got to the other ones that I struggled with a little more, I was like, oh, but remember how fast I did those other conjugations? Good job, Vicky. I thought about doing more conjugations as I finished up the table, but I said to myself, you know what? I've actually spent a lot of time on this today, and I don't want to wear out my welcome, if you will. Basically, I don't want to overdo it. And if I do too many conjugations in one day, I'm just going to wear myself out and never come back and do conjugations. So I did those 5 regular verbs and called it a day. I personally would not do this on a daily basis, but I would recommend doing it from time to time, especially if you're noticing that there are some gaps with the conjugations when you're trying to use them in conversations. They're not coming to you quickly. You're using incorrect conjugations, and maybe people are getting confused in the conversation. Those would be good reasons to come and take the time to do this little piece of homework. Another way you could do it is to just recite them as you're doing another activity. But I definitely think there's value in sitting and writing them out. But whatever you do, definitely consider doing some verb conjugation repetition from time to time, because this is how your brain remembers this information. It's not the most exciting thing, as I said, it is boring. At least I find it boring. Maybe you find it fun. If you do, then tell me your secret. So give it a try and let me know how your verb chart conjugation table went. Send me a message at hola@vickykelty.com. And once you have made your chart of conjugations to further practice them, you can always come and try them out in voice message speaking practice and send them to me in a spoken voice message. That way you get that double dose of practice that keeps them in your memory for even longer. Well, I hope that you have a lovely day and have fun making your verb chart. Is fun the right word to say here? Well, anyways, I hope you go and do it. All right. Have a good day. Happy learning. Bye.